Today, we are discussing a new topic: how to make a narcissist feel sadness and defeat, as if they are suffering in the same way they've made us suffer. Specifically, we'll be exploring 3 tactics in this discussion. We'll address them today, and these tactics will help us find some relief or at least feel like we've started to thwart the narcissist's actions. If you find yourself in any of these situations, you must acknowledge that these are manipulative tactics aimed at undermining your confidence and control. You should continue to work hard and excel without getting drawn into the narcissist's games and malicious plans. Indeed, they are not interested in seeing anyone succeed in their lives. They only want to be the exceptional and superior ones. They want the spotlight on them alone. With every achievement you make, their hatred and resentment towards you grow in unimaginable ways. The 3 tactics we'll discuss today will provide us with an opportunity to make the narcissist feel sadness and frustration, just as they have made us feel in the past. These tactics will allow us to triumph over the narcissist and compensate for what we've suffered from them. In short, this will be the topic of this video, and I hope you find it beneficial and gain valuable insights. We will provide more videos in the future, so we'll see you in the next video. This narcissistic individual only cares about what serves their personal interests and acts exploitatively, which is reprehensible behavior we've discussed before. This narcissistic person uses opportunities in a trivial way and exploits others for their benefit. Yes, we've talked before about this type of exploitation. The narcissist excels in manipulating and achieving their goals with remarkable skill. They can play with your emotions and manipulate you. They manipulate their actions and words to get what they want from you without caring about any side effects. They act exploitatively to achieve their goals. They use words and actions solely for their personal gain, without any concern for the impact on others. They trust their words greatly, even if they are untrue. They use any means to serve their goal, even if it involves saying or doing unwanted things. They don't stop at any limit to achieve their goal, even if it means crossing ethical values and principles. The narcissist believes they deserve to have everything, even if it's not theirs. This behavior is part of their nature and extends to demands that aren't rightfully theirs. They consider that they have the right to obtain everything around them, even if those possessions don't belong to them. They always follow this approach in their lives, seeking to get everything without any thought of giving something in return. They don't appreciate aesthetics or the efforts you make for them, and they don't express gratitude or thanks even if you've done outstanding deeds for them. Moreover, they continue to exploit you without offering anything in return. They never expect to give anything. Instead, you are supposed to provide all the sacrifices, obedience, all your feelings, and your wealth. Everything they receive is based on your giving, and they believe they have a legitimate right to it. So, they don't need to provide anything in return. He exploits you easily, without any form of conscience or consideration, while you feel annoyed and frustrated when you even request the slightest of rights. There is a huge difference between the narcissist and the victim. There is a massive gap between you and him. You are characterized by kindness and sacrifice, while he is characterized by exploitation and greed in a reprehensible manner. There is no balance between these 2 personalities. Therefore, the relationship between you and him is a one-sided relationship, where he always takes, and you always give without stopping. You represent absolute sacrifice, while he represents absolute greed. This narcissistic person bets that he will get everything he wants from you, including your feelings and resources, by right and automatically. He doesn't feel any shame when he demands what he wants, while you feel embarrassed when you request your basic rights. There is a significant gap between you and him. He embodies extreme generosity and sacrifice, while he is only opportunistic and insatiable to an unbearable extent. This contradiction cannot be reconciled. So, you must know that the relationship between you and him is based on contradictory foundations. On one side, your continuous giving, your limitless generosity, your inexhaustible giving, whether morally or materially. And on the other side, his opportunism and infinite suspicions. This weak point is what the narcissist exploits for his benefit. When the narcissist chooses to take advantage of someone, he carefully selects them based on the qualities he needs. These qualities include compassion, generosity, high moral standards, and ideal behavior. They are undoubtedly present in you. For this reason, he feels that you perfectly fit his needs. As soon as he feels entitled to control your feelings and wealth, he begins to exploit that from the start. The narcissist always seeks to have complete control over the victim, whether it's over their emotions or their wealth. He considers himself the absolute master over you, and you are entirely submissive to him. He has full control over the situation, and you become constantly available to meet his needs. He prefers to maintain control and rely on you because he finds your presence necessary to fulfill his needs. He simply needs this type of relationship. When he finds someone like you, it becomes challenging for him to find another person with the same qualities. In other words, he cannot easily find someone like you. He cannot find someone like you who can give without limits. This narcissistic person tirelessly searches for a victim like you, where he can benefit from you and live at your expense. The narcissistic person takes everything they need, whether it's financial, emotional, psychological, or even support. They completely own you. In contrast, they are free to do as they please and offer whatever they want. They have no obligations. They deal with you brutally, with anger, draining your energy, mistreating you, despite everything you provide for them. They don't face any problems with this at all and lack any genuine gratitude for what you offer them. The narcissist adept plays the role of a deceiver and betrayer. They are characterized by being deceitful and treacherous. All the qualities mentioned are, in fact, simple attributes of their personality. They live by draining others and have no feelings or emotions towards them. It is entirely natural for them to treat others as their own possessions. How else could they treat them? Of course, they treat them with extreme violence, cruelty, humiliation, and exploitation, considering all of this their rightful due. They have a misguided concept that what they do is normal and how they should be treated. They have no sense that you are giving them anything. In reality, they treat you poorly, belittle you, argue with you, all according to their mood, without the slightest appreciation for what you provide for them. They feel that their mistreatment is justified. This is the least they can do. The narcissist continues to use you and drain you in various ways. If you try to make them feel revenge or that you are exhausting them, you are actually reducing their negative effects on you. Simply put, the more you exhaust and torment them, the better your chances of breaking free from their influence. You will find yourself inflicting losses on the narcissistic personality as a whole. You will force them to confront a reality that may threaten them. You can do this by showing your reservations and reducing your involvement in meeting their emotional and material needs. Reducing support and engagement in interaction with them will directly impact their sense of control. You will gradually begin to diminish their control over you. From now on, be cautious and guard against enabling them further. Reclaim the rights and power they took from you. It's clear that anything you offer to the narcissist genuinely hurts them. The narcissist does not give anything in return. Even in the case of separating from their life partner, they show no interest. The narcissistic person does not display any care or understanding, even if they have children. They engage in their battle to maintain control and never want to give up anything they consider their right. This type of behavior is widespread globally. Often, you hear of similar experiences from others. The narcissist sometimes uses their children and a lack of support as a way to increase pressure on you and as a means of revenge. They use every possible means to influence you and achieve their personal goals. At this stage, you should not expect any concessions from them. If you have given them anything, take it back. Be strong and do not stop at what you have previously provided. You can take what you deserve. Reclaim your rights and consider them your personal rights. Don't stop in this area, choose what you want to reclaim and work hard to achieve it. Reclaim even what you gave to them. You have the ability to control your destiny. Your decision to change the situation and start rebuilding your life is important and correct. Do not get involved with anyone, and do not think about them at all. Completely remove them from your mind and focus on yourself. Start anew as we discussed. Do you realize what you have done now? You have hit the narcissist at their core weakness, which is their need for unlimited attention. You have deprived them of their source of attention and their fundamental passion. Therefore, you are the victim here, and I suggest that you have become the most important person to them. The victim is their rightful property, and your decision to cut off contact with them has had a significant impact on their psychological existence. Don't give him any opportunity to interact with you or influence you. Make yourself a priority and take steps to prioritize yourself. Consider yourself more deserving of help and care than anyone else. Pay attention to your life and your worth, and don't let him destroy it. Deal with him based on his true nature. Understand that he is opportunistic and exploitative, and let this awareness guide your actions. Try to distance yourself from him in every possible way. Don't think about him or care about his news. Cut off all ties with him completely. Your attention to him will be his weakness, so make him lose that attention. Build self-confidence and see yourself as a strong and capable individual for sure. Your life deserves to be more important than anything else, and the narcissistic person has no place in it. The decision to cut ties with him and distance yourself from him will be essential to improve your life and protect yourself. You are aware that you were in a relationship with a narcissistic person, so make sure that this relationship has caused you destruction and a sense of ending. Everything seems bad and frustrating, and you feel worthless. But let me tell you that this is not true. Pay attention to the meaning of narcissistic. It is a person who lacks empathy towards others. When you feel pain, this person feels happiness. How will you deal with this person? How will you behave with him? The best option with a narcissist is to ignore. Consider him non-existent. The narcissist cannot live without being the center of attention for others. Imagine when you ignore him, he loses the attention he depends on. He must feel like the star, and everyone is trying to pay attention to him and express admiration for his impressive personality. But you will definitely withdraw that attention from him. The important point here is not to give him the consideration and attention he expects. You must make him feel that he is not the center of your life, and that there are more important matters in your life. This step will be difficult for the narcissist because he relies on bragging and admiration from others to feel valued. So, you won't let him achieve this goal. Don't let him be the center of your attention and life. Make yourself and your life the priorities. Invest in self-improvement, care for your loved ones, and devote yourself to them. Make yourself the most important and let go of the idea that the narcissist is the center of the universe. You may find that your life thrives without him in it. Note that you are not the only one who has gone through this situation. Many people suffer from toxic relationships with narcissists. Remember that you have the ability to change the course of your life and distance yourself from toxic individuals. Focusing on yourself and your development will be the essential steps towards improving your situation. It is believed that a narcissistic person cannot continue in their life without a constant source of validation of their worth. The narcissist feels happiness when they see appreciation and admiration in the eyes of others, whether they are around them or even themselves. The appreciation and praise of people are considered essential to them, and if this attention is withdrawn from them, they may experience a high level of psychological shock. Ignoring is the optimal choice when dealing with a narcissist. Consider him non-existent and do not give him the attention he expects. This step will be challenging for the narcissist, as he relies on affirmation and admiration from others to feel valued. If you remove this element from the equation, it will be a blow to him. Do not make him the center of your attention and life. Focus on self-development and other important aspects of your life. Make yourself the priority, and do not allow the narcissist to be the center of your world. Remember that you are not alone in going through these struggles, and there are many people who have dealt with narcissists. Make a decision to improve your situation and distance yourself from toxic relationships. You must remember that your dealings with the narcissist are not about revenge but about self-protection. This step may be painful and difficult, but it's worth it because it protects you from harm. Be cautious of his negative effects on your mental health and try to focus on self-improvement and your life away from his harmful influences. Present yourself as happy in front of the narcissist. Show him that you're smiling and enjoying your life. This will frustrate him and make him angry because he won't see that is affecting you the way he wants to. Narcissists always seek validation and admiration from others, and if you don't give him this attention, he will feel disappointed. Continue with your work and progress positively in your life. Don't let him achieve his goal of souring your mood and destroying your success. He won't have a reason to be happy if he sees that you're enjoying your life and making progress without him having an impact. Focus on your success and achieving your goals away from his negative influences. The narcissist may try to present himself as the reason behind your success, but you need to prove that you can progress on your own and achieve success through your personal effort. Don't let him affect your emotions and mental state. Utilize the time you spent with him to improve yourself and build your life in the best possible way. You must make the decision to improve your situation and distance yourself from psychological toxicity. Don't let the narcissist break you with his actions and behaviors. Remove his negative influence and start a new chapter in your life. Set your goals and work towards them, always remembering that your strength and worth are not dependent on his validation or approval. After exiting a relationship with a narcissist, what you need to do is prove to yourself and make it clear that you are better than him. Be better and advance beyond where you were with him. This is the immediate goal that should be achieved, and you shouldn't dwell on other matters or occupy yourself with them. Don't relive the happy memories you had with him or the difficult days. However, also, it would be great if we genuinely appear happy when we are. It must be real from within us, not just an act to annoy him. This will only bring more torment, and it will be a very tough phase as well. If you try to show that you're happy in front of him when you're actually not happy in reality, this task will be very difficult and exhausting. The only alternative is what has been mentioned, that you succeed. You must succeed and overcome this phase, leaving behind the period you spent with him. Currently, your world has already completely changed. This is what we talked about in this video. I hope I haven't taken up too much of your time, as usual. I hope I provided you with useful information, even if it's simple. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Thank you, and peace be upon you.